Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is K.birks, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, hey y'all. Today I am starting a new series. It's adulting. As I continue to grow up and continue to grow as a woman and even as an adult, I realize it's a lot of work. Like, it's really a lot of work. It's a lot more than I was anticipating. And with me starting my YouTube journey, I just thought, hey, why don't I just bring y'all along and maybe y'all experience some of the same things I have. So I'm not going to ramble, and I'm going to have my handy dandy notepad to make sure I stay on track. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into it. Hopefully y'all don't mind my plaits. I feel like we can be real on this channel, you know? So don't judge. So the first thing I want to talk about is having an apartment. This year, last fall, I moved into my own apartment. It was furnished, but it was like, it had, of course, like the furniture and the bed and thing. So I didn't really move into like real life adult, like pay monthly bills and having to pay for furniture moving to an apartment. But I did move, like I have a kitchen, a restroom of my own, like a oven and like a refrigerator. So I feel like, you know, I am about 75, okay, a good strong 52% in the adulthood thing. And one thing that's really frustrating whenever I moved in is that literally nobody tells you this when you're growing up, but your apartment comes with nothing. Like, I opened the cabinets and there was nothing in there. I learned when I came to college that like you have to buy your own tissue, so I kind of understood that, but like there's no food in the refrigerator. The first week, all we had was cheese, salami, and a bottle of water. You know how embarrassing that is? Like when you see on social media, you be like, oh, I can't wait to have a refrigerator like this, and I can't wait to have a kitchen so I can cook. But then you really get it, and that stuff is so expensive, it's not even funny. It's really not. Like, it's interesting to me. Like, it's not funny how expensive that stuff is, you know? So, and also like cooking for yourself and being responsible for feeding yourself is a lot of work. Like, oh my gosh. It's some days like I get it. Like, I'd rather not eat than cook. And I know that sounds crazy, but when you get in on your own, you realize how much work it takes to sit up here and survive. Like, it's never ending, and it's so frustrating. Like, you be like, oh, I cook enough for 1 or 2 days, but then that's only 48 hours. They go by quick. Like, and then you have to cook again. That's crazy. And then don't let the food run out. It's not like it's an endless supply. Like the other day, I spent about $100 on groceries. You would think that would last me. In my head, I'm thinking that should last me about a good week or two. That lasted me only a week. What I look like spending $100 a month on food. I mean, a week on food. That's $400 a month just to live. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me calm down. I'm back at the 2 toiletries, bruh. Again, that's kind of like the food thing. That's something that you have to consistently buy. When I was living in my house, I ain't never had to worry about toilet tissue because mysteriously it always came in a bag and it always was in our house. I ain't never had to do it. So I feel like growing up and being an adult is worse than revenge because you have to keep doing it and you have to keep working at it. And revenge, once somebody get revenge on you, it's kind of like it's over with. You know, it's like, okay, you know, we're moving on. But like being an adult, like when you run out of toilet paper and you on your last roll and your bank account's like, bruh, I just fed you. I don't know if we can, you have to choose. Then what am I supposed to do? I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. And that's the worst part. Like napkins, I don't have napkins in my house because it's not a necessity. And it's really taught me how to like budget out my needs compared to my wants, because when you think about getting your own place, you think you're gonna have everything lined down, and in actuality it don't work like that. It's really a process. Like, I really had plans for my living room and for my room, even for the kitchen. My bank account was like, sis, you a joke. And I was like, you know what, you're right. And then looking cute. Oh my gosh. And I think that's the worst part about like working, because I work 2 jobs. You would think like before living in your parents' house, your whole check went to you. Now that I'm on my own, it's like it goes to responsibilities. And then now I get why my mama was broke. Like at first I was like, you just don't know how to budget your money. No, it's expensive living on your own, and let alone taking care of another human. Thank God I don't have no kids or no husband, because don't get me wrong, God, I can't wait till you bless me with him. But until that day, oh my gosh, it's just too much. It's really too much, because like I want to be cute every day. I want to have my hair done. I want to get my nails done every 2 weeks. But then it's just like, girl, you ain't got no toilet paper to wipe your booty. Like, and like now it's March, and so in New Orleans it's about to rain a lot. My allergies about to kick in. So then medicine is expensive. That's another expense. And I'm just like, it's just too much. It really is. Like, I'm sorry if y'all feel like I'm being extra dramatic, but when you get in this position, you're gonna realize, to be honest with you, once you get done with your freshman year of college and you realize not like, you know, doing things you're not supposed to be doing, and you're out here working on your own, and you have to pay FEMA or FERPA, whoever that is in the government tax, and take the most of your taxes, you're gonna understand, because you're gonna be like, you know what, this some crap. This some real life crap. And I tell my mama every single time in the store, like when I budget myself out and I take care of myself and I don't overdraft my account, I want to celebrate, but I can't celebrate because I don't have no money. Like I'll be like, mama, guess what? In my journey of adulting today, I went to the store and I spent the exact amount I was supposed to spend. Good job, baby. And I'm thinking, okay, so you gonna reward me, right? No, like that's just a part of it. Like, who wanna do this? If y'all made it look as hard as it was, I wouldn't have wanted to grow up. I can tell you that right now. Like, growing up is probably the worst thing you could do to somebody. Like, oh. And right now, I am saving up to buy furniture, because eventually I don't want to move out my house. Okay, so here's a little spill. I don't want to move out my house until I'm going to be engaged, or like, you know, moving with my husband. I know that sounds like a reach or a stretch, but I don't really want to. I want to learn how to do all that stuff with him. I don't want to do it on my own. So right now I'm saving up for furniture, because we're changing the back of our house to like an apartment style for me, so I can learn. And I also, I can save money, not paying rent, not paying lights or water. I can barely keep toilet tissue in my house, okay, let alone food. So I feel like that's what's better for me. Keep your opinions. I mean, if you feel like that's liable and that's smart, comment below. If you don't, comment below. That's perfectly fine. But that's something that I want. Like, he who finds a good thing, some that verse, come find me at the crib. You know how I live, okay? But yeah, I don't want to live by myself, because I think that would scare me. Eventually, if I don't get married, I'm gonna have to move out, because I mean, I just have to be an adult, you know, that's a part of the process. But for right now, I know that I would rather stay in my parents' house once I have to move back and graduate, save up money, and then I want to purchase nice furniture. And furniture is really expensive. Like at first I was like, oh, I can have all this stuff, that's why I told y'all that, but it's real life expensive. Like a couch is like, it starts off at like $400, but that's a cheap couch. But like a nice couch is like $1,200. What? That don't make no sense to me. That's crazy. And like, that's just one couch. Like, I get a lot of people be living in an apartment on a blow-up mattress. I get it, because the mattress, and I didn't realize this, it's a mattress and it's a box spring, and then it's something to lift both those things up. That's 3 different expenses. That's crazy. That's crazy. But that is my little spiel for today. So in my journey of adulting, even though it is not the easiest thing for me to do, and it is a little bit of a challenge, I'm happy that I am learning it and test trialing it here at college, because I can go back home. I'm not responsible for another human being. I'm not, it's not life or death, you know. So if you are in college, maybe you are a little bit younger and you can do it, I would say try it, because you know, you won't always be able to go back home, or you won't always have your parents there or somebody to fall back on. So this little test trial is teaching me something. but it is a good lesson to learn. I'm learning how to balance my money, learning how to actually cook, because before my mom was a caterer, I never had to cook. So I'm learning how to cook, learning how I actually handle things whenever they're like kind of nitty gritty, being a little bit creative. Because like I said, whenever you don't have everything that you have at your house that you grew up in, and you come to school or you come and live on your own, and maybe it's not feasible for you to do that, you're gonna figure it out. And it's really interesting seeing how I handle different things. So I'm kind of enjoying the process, jotting down things of how I would like to handle it better than the next time I guess am on my own. But I think it's a pretty good process. That's all I have for you all today. I cannot wait to see you all Thursday. I will be talking about having a car. And y'all hear my little spiel on that. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. If you're not, you got to the end of the video, go ahead and subscribe, and tell your friends to subscribe, your mama, your granny, your uncle, all of them, because I told y'all I'm trying to do this giveaway. It's 3 bundles and a closure. I will list the description below, but I have to have 250 subscribers along with 1,000 followers on Instagram. So I'm gonna leave everything in the description box below. I'm so grateful for you all. I'm almost hitting my 1-year mark. I started last year in March, so we're growing, and I'm excited. Thank you all again, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye.